What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Anubis the Gamer Archery here with a brand new video for you guys today. And today we got a special video for you guys. So we got a special one because it's a unboxing. We're gonna do a lot of unboxings on YouTube. When we do is usually archery related, and if you're not archery, if you not have anything doing with archery, we don't do unboxing at all. But today we got a special unboxing. You kind of see them over there a little bit already revealed for you, but you gotta be a little bit, you gotta be in the know to know what it is. But today's unboxing, we're gonna be unboxing some lightsabers from Crimson Dawn. We got a big package today. I wonder what is inside this little box right here from Crimson Dawn. Never really heard of Crimson Dawn until recently, so I'm a little excited. What's gonna be in here. Yeah, the way I got it sewed up, I gotta open it from the other end, and the way that they put like the packaging label. I'm gonna put the phone down so I can actually open the box, but the way they have the packaging label is on it's like you can't take it off, and I don't want to show my address online, so you gotta open it from like this end. So give me a moment while I get this packaging opened. All right, finally got the box open. Took me a minute, like for y'all it wasn't a minute, but it took me a minute to get it open. They did a solid job at sealing this box up. I'll give them that. What do we got over here? Is there anything else in the box? Let me shake this box real quick, see if there's anything else in it. All right, let's get a look at what we got here. Is some little what is this? How did they wrap this up? Like, is this saran wrap? Oh, this is about to be adventure. This is about to be adventure, everybody. We're about to stay here for a hot minute just to unwrap this. You ever play that holiday game where ooh, I think y'all seen what it is, right? You ever play that holiday game where like someone like wraps something up in like saran wrap, like a lot of saran wrap, and you gotta like take turns unwrapping it? We're doing that right now with one hand too, so makes you even more rough. I'm out now. Yeah, y'all see what I'm looking at too. Like, all right, I think it's our charger, right? Maybe some instructions. But these boys looking pretty. These boys looking pretty. Gosh, this is taking forever to get through all the saran wrap. Like, all right, we're gonna like potentially have to like put the phone down and get this open. I might have to do that. All right, we finally got out the saran wrap. Look at these bad boys. We got some lightsabers, everybody. They got some weight to it too. Like these ain't no cheap lightsabers where it's like all plastic and shit. It's got some weight to it. This is the light and dark Banshee Mumble from Crimson Saber. Not Crimson Saber, Crimson Dawn. Boys looking mighty nice. They looking mighty nice. But I did buy some extra things for it. I want to like buy some grip tape, so I got you to customize these a little bit and give them a better look. All right, so quickly, I want to talk about the fact that there is no instructions for this thing. You're gonna see, this is like a quick edit within the video, so there's gonna be like more stuff after this video. But I'm putting the papers together right now, and there's literally no instructions. You have this little booklet right there, but that's not instructions for how to build the saber. All it shows you is, you know, how to turn a saber on, how to turn a saber off, you know, the controls essentially, you know, how to get to each effects and the fonts and things like that. But there's no actual instructions. It doesn't show you what to do with the wrench. It doesn't show you what to do with the screws. You don't. It gives you no real instructions. And what I had to do was I had to go to YouTube to look for a video on how to install the blade, where to put the screws. It's very simple, don't get me wrong, but you shouldn't have to go to YouTube to figure out how to install the blade and how to know what the screws do, where the screws go. There needs to be screws. When people make a purchase, they want to have what the screws, but if you make a purchase, they need to be able to have instructions, you know, right then and there, not having to go to a different source to get those instructions. All right, so here's a little quick glance. I got everything, you know, screwed in and hooked up. So let's get like a little quick glance of the sabers from top to bottom, or bottom to top. You know, give you some little rotation looks. You know, I want to give you guys some good angles of the lightsabers, so you know what you're looking at. So it looks like when they're on. Again, top to bottom angle. So just what it looks like. I want to give you guys an angle as well as what they look like with the lights off. So let's go. Oh, that sound. That sound. You ready? Ready for the next one? With the lights off, these things are just beautiful, dude. All right, so I added my grip tape. So I'm gonna get you guys what it looks like with the grip tape on. Really good grip with this grip tape. You can attach these. You can screw them together and attach these so you have one solid dual saber like Darth Maul. Again, that's how you turn them on. You gotta hold them for 2 seconds and power on. Oh, these boys are nice. Yeah, I have my doubts about these things. All right, so I'm not gonna do like too many like things with these sabers because I have no experience with anything involving like the usage of lightsabers or anything. I have no idea how to like, you know, do all those special spins and whatnot. Turn this light off so we can get this powered on. You can see these guys in the dark. So if you're looking for like any kind of like special spinning and whatnot, you can see here. But I do want to show you guys off, like, you know, I mean, I'll work on it. Also, I don't have a lot of room in my room, so it ain't like I can really do a lot of, you know, fast spins and things like that. But I do want to just show them off with how they're looking in the dark. As you said, I literally just like hit like my arrows. Because like I said, I don't have a lot of room in my room. I definitely can't do like anything when it comes to like spinning behind the back or, you know, anything like that, because I just don't have the room for it. And I record this during the days. Not actually, I record at night, but I didn't want to like, you know, just like late night. I had just got off, you know, out the car from traveling 8 hours, not 8 hours, 6 hours from Florida to my home. So it was like super late at night, and I didn't really like want to wake my neighbors up. These things are loud. These are some loud sabers. Now, the downside to these is they actually don't have like a lot of sound when it comes to clashing. From what I noticed is they don't make any clashing sounds when I hit the sabers together. Maybe I need to have more force, but what I did notice is if you hit the hilts, then they make a clashing sound. So I don't know if that means that you can only make clashing sounds if the hilt is hit, or if you had to have a little bit more force than I had to, you know, have the sabers make contact with the hilt enough to trigger you know, the saber clashing sounds that's supposed to have, because this does have, you know, all those sound effects to have, you know, like the sabers hitting each other and having that clashing sound. You gotta hold them for 13 seconds to turn the blades off entirely. You know, you do have that sound of when you swing them left and right and things like that. It does have some. I did get the ones with a smooth swing. I don't know what that means, because I said I'm new to all of this, so I don't know what it means. There is no deflector sound when it comes to deflections. Like automatically, you can't make the deflection sound yourself by tapping the button, but it's not automatic from when you actually start to swing things. I just like hit my hats right there. Like I said, I have no room. So just some basic swings because I don't have the room to like do anything, you know, crazy or special. So this is when I noticed if you hit the hilt, that's when you get like the clashing sounds, but it's only on like contact with the hilt. So I don't know if you have to hit it, if I just have to hit it harder when I clash the sabers together, or what. See, like So it makes a little bit of contact when I hit the hilt, but it's not consistent though. So to wrap this video up, I do want to talk about a little bit about my overall thought process on all of this. Understand me as a person, I do a lot of research. When I look at when I look at what I'm going to buy something, I make sure that I go out there and I search up every information that I can to find out where I should be buying from, what's a good provider, a producer of any kind of product. I'll go on YouTube, watch videos from not just one person, but multiple people to see what the general consensus is on, you know, a brand or a Saber type of pricings and things like that. When it came to this situation, you know, I was going to go to Galaxy's Edge, but I didn't make a reservation. Make a reservation. They want you to do it like 6 days in advance. I didn't. I thought I could just go up there the week I was in Orlando, and I couldn't. They were booked for the entire week on reservations for Galaxy's Edge, so I couldn't get a lightsaber. Maybe one day I would be go to Galaxy's Edge and be able to get one of those lightsabers and have that experience, but this time I couldn't. So, but I didn't want to not get a lightsaber. I had to have one. I've wanted a lightsaber for like over a decade, but never had the means to just go out and get one. I finally did, and when I had that chance, I typed into search engines, and this video is all about someone's like first experience with getting a lightsaber, because a lot of you are just like me, where you want one, but you've never been able to like justify getting them, and or for whatever reason, you just couldn't get one. This is your first, you're going to your first time getting a saber, and when you go on YouTube and look up all these videos that, like I just said that I did, you basically get a video of people who already, you know, have owned multiple sabers. They have so much vast knowledge on, you know, how sabers works and how these companies works and things like that. You don't have a first time experience like you are. I'm a first time experience, so this is my first time experience when it comes to this video. And this is gonna be, if you're a first time experiencer, you're going to be, you know, watching this video, and this could be you. And so I want to have this portion of this video talk about what I did. I looked up all these videos, watched all these videos from multiple people. I'm not going to say names. And I watched tier list videos on like which companies are people prefer, which companies do people say, you know, aren't good companies, what saber brands do people like, what sabers people don't like, what are what's the price range, what would people consider budget, what people consider, you know, overpriced, and what people say, you know, if you want a working saber, don't go get these or get that. And so when you first type into your search engine on Google or whatever you're using, Bing, you know, getting a lightsaber, you type in lightsabers, what came up for me was companies like Saber Masters and Ultra Sabers, Ultimate Sabers, and you know, I was looking at all those three websites. I was like, all right, Google threw these up there. These are the first three. Maybe they're the best ones. Let's look onto their websites. I'm looking at them, looking at all their sabers, looking at how much they cost, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this one, I'm gonna get that one, I'm gonna get this one, I'm gonna get that one. Actually, I don't want to get one from Ultra Sabers. Let's go to Ultimate Sabers. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. I don't. Let's go check Saber Masters. So I'm checking all these websites, and then I decide, all right, let's go look on YouTube. Sometimes I'm typing in their brand names into YouTube to see what people are saying about these brands. And instead of just seeing information about those brands, I'm seeing videos telling me not to get those. I'm seeing videos that have like tier lists or, you know, what people are recommending for, you know, your sabers and whatnot. And almost everyone who I'm seeing is basically saying negative things about those three. And people are saying positive things about a different set of companies who I didn't even hear of, because when I typed in this to Google didn't tell me these other saber brands that people were recommending. They weren't talking about Crimson Dawn or Padawan Outpost or Rebel Sabers or Dark Wolf Sabers or Saber Trio. They're not talking about any of those. They're just talking about those three that I mentioned before. You know, Alta Saber, Alton Sabers, and Saber Masters. And everyone who I'm looking at is basically saying, don't go with those sabers, don't go with those, you know, pay for ad, you know, positioning on Google to be able to show, be the first on top of the search engine. We're looking for sabers, don't go with them. Some of them make good products, but they're not really worth it. They have like a lot of hardware issues, or they're overpriced, or their customer service is like really bad and things like that. So many negative experiences, negative opinions towards those companies. So much of these videos, and it gets to a point where, you know, it came down to basically three: Saber Trio, Padawan Outpost, and Crimson Dawn. Saber Trio is generally considered the best by a lot of people. Like a lot of people in the Star Wars community who buy sabers have agreed that basically Saber Trio is the best place to get, you know, your sabers from. And Saber Trio has I looked at the website and it looks amazing. There's a lot of options, a lot of variety. It looks great, but as a first time saber buyer who has a budget, Saber Trio was out of that budget range, and so it came down to Rebel Sabers and Crimson Dawn and Pattern Outpost. And again, most people's top three was Saber Trio, Pattern Outpost, and Crimson Dawn. But I was also looking at Rebel Sabers because I kept seeing in the comment section of those videos that people kept talking about Rebel Sabers. So of course I'm gonna look at those people in the comments because they also have opinions, just like people who videos I'm watching have opinions. So I'm looking at Rebel Sabers as well. And also look at Dark Wolf Sabers as well, just the men. But then it came down to Pattern Outpost and Crimson Dawn. And both those websites had, you know, a lot of options, a lot of good options, and were fairly priced. But Crimson Dawn, the reason why I went with them was mostly because they had a bundle, and I felt like I want to get the biggest bang for my buck. Again, we're buying budget sabers. We're not buying, you know, $500 sabers. We're not buying $1,000 sabers. We're in budget. We're going for budget. What bigger bang for your buck can you get than a bundle? You're getting 2 sabers for the price of 1. You know, and a lot of those sabers on the top sites, Crimson Dawn, Pattern Outpost, Rebel Sabers, Dark Wolf Sabers, had sabers that are just like that are in a similar price range as this bundle, but they're just 1 saber by themselves. Whereas this is a bundle, you get 2 sabers, you know, the light and dark Banshee set. So I found that bundle, and I went to YouTube and I would look at videos so I can find from everyone who's talking about the Banshee hilt and things like that. So much of those videos about the Banshee hilt, you know, how good is it, what's the downsides, its negatives, and you know, it made it a very easy choice. Like, all right, this is the one, and that's what I went with. The only downside for me right now when it comes to Banshee is I feel like I don't like the fact that in order to really get a lot of the contact sounds when it comes to saber duels, you have to basically hit the hilt. Like it could just be like something else, a faulty wire. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert on this at all. At no point I want you guys to think that I'm not an expert. I'm a first time buyer. I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to saber techniques. I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to how the soundboard is supposed to work. I'm a first time buyer. My knowledge of this is very, very, very minimal. So I don't know if that's how they meant for it to work. The other downside to it is there is literally no instructions when it comes to putting the blades together. Now, they do give you this little bitty booklet that tells you how to turn it off, turn it on, how the soundboard works in terms of, you know, getting to colors and getting to the voice fonts. But that's about it. There is no instructions on, you know, putting it together, what all these screws do. There's a video out there from Crimson Dawn that shows you how to do that stuff. But you shouldn't have to have a video to show people how to put a saber together. I shouldn't have to go launch my computer or my laptop to figure out how do I put together this lightsaber. You should give people a booklet. That's a very big booklet of information when they make the purchase, you know. And I feel like, and it might be intentional, but I feel like they wanted you to watch their YouTube video because that gets them views, which means more money for them. If they don't have the information when you buy the product, they'll get more money by you having to go to their YouTube channel and you're watching their videos and making revenue off that. They're getting paid to basically be your guide on putting together the lightsabers. Now, it could be wrong. They could just do it and they're not intentionally not giving you directions so you can have to go watch their videos to make money off of you. Maybe they are. Who knows? But to me, everybody who comes out with a product, it should come with instructions on how to put it together and what everything do. Because even in that video, it doesn't even fully explain everything. You know, it tells you how to put, you know, a couple screws in, but they give you a lot of screws. So where do these other screws go to? Like, you will have excess screws. What do they go to? And not like they're excess screws of like the same size, because some of the screws aren't the same size. It's like, what is this for? Is it for the soundboard? It's like for people who want to do alterations to the soundboard. Like, what is these extra screws for? And you should give people that kind of information, because if you don't, you have people who are like trying to figure out what those screws do, not knowing they're just excess or whatever, and they start messing up things, and now they have a broken saber because they didn't know what to do. That's a very important thing to mention, very important thing to point out there. Again, I'm not an expert. This is my first time buyer. I don't have any experience with this at all, but I want to learn. This is an interesting hobby. It's an interesting community, and I'm getting into it. You know, I'm diving right into this Saber community. So with all that said, this is me. I'm your boy Anubis, the Game Archer. Hope you all have a good day. Be safe. Be constant. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Follow me on Twitch. Link to me in the description below. I stream every Monday to Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. I play a variety of video games. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a variety content creator on YouTube. Next month will be Star Wars month. So we'll be playing nothing but Star Wars games the entire month of May. This month we're just playing some Destiny, some baseball, maybe some Elden Ring here and there. But with all that said, y'all be safe. I'm out. I'll be your boy Anubis. Deuces.